Hi children, so let's continue lesson number 8. Reach for the top part 1, whereas we have finished 4 paragraphs in which we have come to know about her family background and also economic background. That is of Santosh Yadav, right? And she was the youngest child of the family, whereas she has 5 elder brothers. So now let's see, as she could make her parents agree to make the fee payment done, whereas she has already taken the admission into New School of New Delhi. Let's see. 5th paragraph, page number 100. Wishing always to study a bit more, and with her father slowly getting used to her urge for more education, Santosh passed the high school examinations and went to Jaipur. She joined Maharani College and got a room in Kasturba Hostel. Santosh remembers, Kasturba Hostel faced the Aravali Hills. I used to watch villages from my room, going up the hill and suddenly vanishing after a while. One day I decided to check it out myself. I found nobody except a few mountaineers. I asked if I could join them. To my pleasant surprise, they answered in the affirmative and motivated me to take to climbing. So 5th paragraph says that how did she start her passion to turn into her dreams coming true. So once she has completed her schooling and already she could get her parents being convinced also, then her father understood that Santosh Yadav would like to definitely pursue her higher education, and he made up his mind to not to disturb her anymore and not to restrict her also. Then she has completed her high school, in the sense plus 2, that is class 11 and 12 also she has completed. And then she went to Jaipur. Where did she go? From Delhi to Jaipur, and she got a seat in which college, children? Maharani College. So the college name which is in Jaipur is Maharani College, and she also took a room in Kasturba Hostel because she is the resident of Haryana, right? So now she has come to pursue her college to Jaipur, that too in Maharani College. So now she got admitted into a hostel as well. She took a room there. And she remembers, she recollects her memories. You know, when she used to reside in the Kasturba hostel, her room window, you know, it used to face the Aravali Hills of Himalayas. Aravali Hills, part of Himalayas. You all know it, Aravali Hills, right? So her room windows, you know, they used to face Aravali Hills, and she used to have a very good glance of Aravali Hills. So she used to watch the villages here and there moving. So whenever she used to constantly watch the villages, you know, she used to feel that people start moving upward, and after some extent, they used to disappear. She could never see them beyond certain extent. Then she had a lot of curiosity. What's happening to those people? Once they start moving upward, why are they being vanished? Why are they being disappeared? Why am I not able to see them? So this kind of, like, you know, the curiosity made her to once check what exactly the thing is. They use the word check is nothing but to find out. I really want to know what's happening. Then she could meet some people over there, the villages. The villages were the mountaineers. The mountaineers are the climbers, you know, the people who climb the mountains are called the mountaineers. So the people were the mountaineers. So out of her curiosity and maybe out of her interest, you know, she just asked them if she could join them, being one among them, to move about. Then immediately what did they do, you know? They did not discourage her, and they motivated her and they encouraged her to join them affirmatively. So yes, of course, why can't you just come along? Please come along. They also motivated us, yes, you can do it. You can also climb along. So please come. So that's how maybe the spirit of mountaineering, the spirit of climbing could have been injected into her mindset by looking constantly at the Aravali Hills and the people around. 6th paragraph. Then there was no looking back for this determined young girls. Yes, that's how she has started moving, taking the path of mountaineering, and then she has never looked back. She saved money and enrolled in a course at Uttarakashi's Nehru Institute of Mountaineering. Then whatever the amount she used to receive her like from her parents, for the pocket money and for the payment of fees here and there and for boarding charges of the hostel and all, she used to save her pocket money, with which she has paid the course fee where she could get admitted into Uttarakashi's Nehru Institute of Mountaineering. So, to pursue her passion officially, to take the formal training, she got admission into Nehru Institute of Mountaineering. My college semester in Jaipur was to end in April, but it ended on the 19th of May. So, the whole of 1 year of education is divided into 2 semesters. So, first semester is done, and second semester should have been ended in the month of April, but somehow due to some reason, it was dragged further and it had ended up on 19th of May. So, 1 month late. Whereas she might have already planned to make visit to her native land, town, where she could definitely spend some time, quality time with her parents. And I was supposed to be in Uttarakashi on 21st. So only 2 days of time she had in her hand. So already she took admission into Nehru Institute of Mountaineering, right? And till 19th of May, she was very much busy attending her semester's examinations only. Then there was no time for her to go to Haryana at all. Then she immediately just pushed herself to get back there. So I did not go back home. Instead, I headed straight for the training. So immediately she started the training. I had to write a letter of apology to my father. So please see the bond between the parents and herself. As she could not go to her mother town, right? She could not go to Haryana. Then immediately she wrote a letter to her father apologizing for not making her visit to her mother town during the holidays after her semester, because she had to report at this mountaineering college. Then she begged the apology, without whose permission I had got myself enrolled at Uttarakashi. And also you remember, she did not make her parents to pay the fees for this training children. She had to save the money from her pocket money, and whereas she could make the payment for this training also, then even then it was her duty to inform her parents, right? So she took due permission, but she made the payment of the fees, and she also begged sorry for not making her visit for Haryana. Then thereafter, Santosh went on an expedition every year. So thereafter, from that year onwards, expedition is nothing but journey. Then she started her journey every year. She started moving, she started climbing, she started mountaineering every year. Her climbing skills matured rapidly. Her climbing skills matured in the sense developed rapidly with a very fast growth, with a very speed growth. So very rapid development could be seen in her climbing. Also, please note these all qualities, children. Like definitely there will be a question asking you that list out all the qualities what she could acquire. Also, she developed a remarkable resistance to cold and the altitude. As you all know, Himalayas, when somebody starts moving mountaineer, like above the mountaineering people, when this like mountaineers, when they start climbing up, oxygen levels they go low. So one has to develop the resistance to cold, and also they carry the oxygen along, as you all know. Then she could really develop that resistance to cold, where she could really start moving, like making the compatibility with the altitude also. Equipped with an iron will. Iron will in the sense strong will, because iron is considered to be the very strong metal, children. So that's the reason why they are calling it as iron will. So she has got strong will. Physical endurance. Physical endurance is having the strength, physical strength also. She was physically also very strong. And amazing mental toughness. Mental toughness, like no noticeable mental toughness is mentally she was so strong. If one is not strong, children, this kind of an adventurous mountaineering wouldn't have been done by anybody, right? So she has got mental toughness. So iron will, physical endurance, and also mental toughness, along with what? Remarkable resistance to cold. All these 4 qualities are very important. Then she proved herself repeatedly. Then what did she do? As she has got all the qualities, then there is no just moving back, right? Then she has proved many a times that yes, she is one of the best mountaineers. The culmination of her hard work and sincerity came in 1992. So what is the lesson name, children? Reach for the top, right? So culmination is nothing but reaching the top position, the highest position. She could reach with her work and sincerity in 1992. Just 4 years after, she had shyly asked the Aravali mountaineers if she could join them. So we all need to understand, children. It was in 1988 when she was standing near the window and where she could see the villagers moving towards the Aravali hills. 88. Then immediately in the year 1992. So within 4 years of duration, within only the very short span, we can definitely call it as only 4 years of time between 1988 and 1988 and 1992. 4 years of time, we could see this kind of a big development in her life. She just started getting trained, right? Then in 1992, Santosh Yadav scaled Mount Everest. So in 1992, for the first time, she climbed the Mount Everest and becoming the most youngest woman in the world to achieve the feat. So what is the speciality? She was the most youngest woman to scale the Mount Everest. It is a feat because it's an adventure, right? If her climbing skills, physical fitness and mental strength impressed her seniors, her concern for others and desire to work together with them found her a special place in the hearts of fellow climbers. So here we could come to know about the people around her also. There are seniors to her, there are juniors to her also. So all the people used to admire her sincerity, her mental strength, her physical strength, her determination. Everybody was, they started admiring. So it was like no difference between the seniors and juniors, but everybody started really admiring her because she has a lot of physical fitness, mental strength. Because it impressed the people around. The people could be of seniors or juniors also, never mind. Then during the 1992 Everest mission, so there is an incident which has been described here in 1992 as she was climbing the Mount Everest. Santosh Yadav provided special care to a climber who lay dying at the Sauk call. So as many people together, they start climbing. It's not that only one person goes on mountaineering. So she had her fellow climber along. Then he was in a very dangerous situation of losing all the oxygen what he was carrying. Then what did she do? Here we will need to understand her kind nature and being so human, She started sharing her oxygen, but unfortunately she could not save him. She was so unfortunately unsuccessful in saving him. But however, she managed to save another climber. At the same time, there was also another climber whose name was Mohan Singh. She shared her oxygen with him, whereas he was rescued. So Mohan Singh, who would have met with the same fate had she not shared her oxygen with him. So this shows that though she was mentally tough, though she was physically tough, though she was very passionate, but it doesn't mean that she has left the human values behind, children. She has got the human value inborn, where she has learned that people around ought to be helped by the others. Then she shared her oxygen, and luckily she could even save Mohan Singh also. So within 12 months after 1992, 12 months make a year, right? So in the next year, Santosh found herself a member of an Indo-Nepalese women's expedition that invited her to join them. Then immediately, it was Indo-Nepalese women's expedition. They keep journeying every year. So after a year, that's 1993, they invited very respectfully to join them. She then scaled the Everest second time, joining them. So along with this Indo-Nepalese women expedition, being one among this particular team of women, she again scaled second time the immediate next year the Mount Everest, thus setting a record as the only woman to have scaled the Everest twice. Then she was the only woman to scale the Mount Everest twice. The next year immediately, like 2 consecutive years, 2 continuous years. And securing for herself and India a unique place in the annals of mountaineering. Annals are nothing but the historical records, children. Then she, being the first woman to climb the Mount Everest twice, definitely did make India to be proud of that young woman at that time, and she has created the records in the annals, in the sense historical records. In recognition of her achievements, the Indian government bestowed upon her one of the nation's top honors, the Padma Shri. So she was honored with the award, the most honorable award, Padma Shri. So by recognizing her achievement, by recognizing her hard work, by recognizing her record which she made India to be noticed around the world, then she was honored with Padma Shri. Bestowed is honored, children. Bestowed, showered, she was given. Describing her feelings when she was literally on the top of the world. On the top of the world, what could be the place, children? That is a peak, the highest peak of the Mount Everest. When she climbed and for the first time when she reached there, she started expressing her feeling that how did she feel at that moment. Santosh has said, it took some time for the enormity of the moment to sink in. Enormity in the sense like something, perceived. She was unable to even believe also. It's unbelievable moment for her to understand. Then I feel that it took some time for me to really believe that yes, it's I who is standing at the highest peak of the Mount Everest. Of the moment to sink in. Then I unfold the Indian tricolor and held it aloft on the roof of the world. Unfold is to unfold. Then what did she do? For the first time as she climbed there, she unfolded the Indian flag. Then she opened the Indian flag and she made it to be put there. Aloft is nothing but it's putting it where we can see the Indian flag moving, waving in the air on the roof of. So it's up into the air. How was the flag moving? Because she put it straight there, and when she could see the Indian flag moving up into the air, she felt that really it is the moment for her to feel that yes, for the top. She has reached the top now. The Indian flag was flying on the top of the world. It was truly a spiritual moment. Of course, children, all of us, we have the national feeling in us, right? We all definitely have a lot of, yes, I am a proud Indian. So just try to empathize her situation there, where she could really make the record of being the first woman to just climb the Mount Everest, and where she could see, very proudly, where she could look at the Indian flag flying at the top of the world. She felt it's a spiritual moment, she calls. It's like, unexpressible happiness. I felt proud as an Indian. Then she says that yes, at that moment I felt I'm a proud Indian. Also, fervent environmentalist. They're calling her as an environmentalist also. Fervent, the word is a passionate. She also has passion. She also has interest in saving the environment. So she took the social responsibility of the soil. Even saving the environment around. What did she do? Being one of the environmentalists, Santosh collected and brought down 500 kilograms of garbage from the Himalayas. As soon as she climbed, there she could see the garbage, the waste found there, which may spoil the environment on the Mount Everest. And what did she do? She brought back 500 kgs of, which is a very big, heavy weight, children. She brought that garbage. So we will need to understand another side of Santosh Yadav. She was not only a mountaineer, she was also very humane and kind, right? She could save Mohan Singh there, right? Similarly, she was also having the social responsibility to make the environment clean and neat. Then she brought the garbage also. Hope all of you have enjoyed about Santosh Yadav, children. Isn't it so admiring? Now I think your role model list would have even Santosh Yadav, I believe so. So quickly give a glance at the questions, children, like page number 102. Why was the holy man gave Santosh's mother his blessing surprised? Because, yes, Santosh Yadav's paternal grandmother was wanting a granddaughter but not a grandson, because already she has got 5 grandsons before her, right? Give an example to show that even as a young girl, Santosh was not ready to accept anything unreasonable. This shows her firm thinking being a young child itself, whereas All the other girl children used to wear the traditional dresses and all. She used to wear shorts only. And when all the other children were getting married at the age of 16, she reluctantly said that no, she would like to pursue her education. Why was Santosh sent to local school? Because girls were not allowed to go to any other place other than their local school. When did she leave home from Delhi for Delhi children? When did she leave? After 16 years of her age to pursue her high school. Why did Santosh's parents agree to pay for her schooling in Delhi? She threatened them, saying that if they won't pay the school fees, she would work part-time and she would make her own earnings with which she can even pay the amount, which made them to accept. What mental qualities of Santosh are brought into light by this incident? By looking at this, what are the qualities you understand? First thing is assertiveness. Her firm thinking. She was never fickle-minded. Firm thinking and assertive thinking, and also confidence you can mention. Then how did Santosh begin to climb mountains? As she looked at the people of Aravali, she joined them for the beginning. Then she also started taking the official training by joining into Nehru Institute of Mountaineering. So I'm just giving you the clues, children. You will need to expand them into answers. What incidents during the Everest expedition shows Santosh's concern for her teammates also? This is what I said. She's also a very good human being, right? Then she tried to share her oxygen with two of her fellow climbers, but unfortunately one couldn't be rescued, but the other one, very fortunately, that was Mohan Singh, could be rescued. What shows her concern for the environment? We are calling her as an environmentalist also, because we could see that bringing 500 kgs of garbage from the Mount Everest. How does she describe her feelings at the summit of the Everest? Summit is nothing but the highest peak of the Everest. She felt, first thing is unbelievable. Second is she felt so spiritual. Like, the spirit of nationality it evoked in her. Then she felt finally, I am a proud Indian. Santosh Yadav got into the record books both times she scaled Mount Everest. What were the reasons for this? The reason was she was the first woman to climb in 1992. Then again she was the first woman to climb the immediate next year, the second time also, after joining the Indo-Japanese Women Expedition team. So for the blanks and all, you please start doing it, children. I believe we are done with the questions discussion also. As I have just given you only the hints, children, it doesn't mean that you will write very short answers. No, they are all of 2 marks questions, right? So you will need to minimum make your answers containing 30 to 40 words, right? So as I am serving the worksheets, children, please try to attempt all the questions. And let's meet discussing Maria Sharapova in the next session, continuing with part 2 of Reach for the Top. So this is Vijaya signing off. Take care.